Oh, I thought I had longer than that. Hi, everyone! I walked away from my computer when it had 5 minutes left on the counter, and I was like, oh, I have 5 minutes. That's plenty of time, and that was not 5 minutes that I was gone for, so, you know. Anyway, let me put my phone back in my case. I was going to try and I got a skin for my phone, so it's not going to look like that anymore. I got this kind of tropical bird of paradise thing. It's so washed out. God. Let me pull it back to where I am. There you go. So you can kind of see what it looks like. That's what it's going to look like on the back. I'm pretty excited. But I'm not going to be able to do that now. So I thought I was going to, and now I just don't have time. I don't have the ability. Let's get this going. So I have a new friend to join us on the computer over here. I'm going to have to find a place for him. But we have Grookey over here, who's sitting on top of my computer. And dementia? What the hell? Hold on. Dementia. Hold on. What? I don't even know what. Oh, because I know what happened. Yeah. Because I've been playing Dragon Age for so long that I haven't had to update that. I keep forgetting that I have to do that now. It's something that I can't update from this interface here. I have to do it on the one that's over here. So it's the announcement. It's not what's actually. There we go. Okay. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program. And by regularly scheduled program, I mean me figuring out why my camera is washing me the fuck out right now. Still too much. Open the properties, configure video. White balance should not be set to auto by any means. It should not be doing that, and it keeps doing that, and I'm very annoyed that it keeps doing that. Gain, is that what I had turned up? Yeah, there we go. That's a much more reasonable looking thing. Slightly less washed out. Okay. Here we go. So, we have Grookey here, which is sitting on top of my computer. We have Rowlet, who also sits on top of my computer. I don't know if I can hold them both here at the same time. Okay, fuck. Oh no. Oh no. My sons! My darlings! Stay fucking still. And now we have a new one. Oh shit. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Nope. We have a new. Oh no. This is good. Okay. We have a new one. Quaxley has joined the party. One of these things is not like the other. Can you tell which one it is? Wrong. They're all correct. They're all the same because they are all my gay little sons. That's the answer. It doesn't matter which one is which. They are all incredibly gay and they are all mine. End of story. I'm also poking Rowlet's eye out just right in there. Full on. But there we go. Quaxley has been joining the party, and you know he's mine, son, because look at our hair. We definitely match. Obviously, I have a thing for grass types, I guess, which is news to me. Because in reality, my favorite Pokemon is a fairy type, so, you know, as you do. It's Jigglypuff, if you didn't know. It's 100% Jigglypuff. Let me see if I can even find a room up here for Quaxley without blocking him with Rowlet. Oh no, Grookey isn't visible. And oh no, everyone's so... Oh! Okay, so Quaxley has to go in front. He is a water boyo. I know. Jigglypuff never needs to lip sync for her life. She is eternally the best. She is always... Oh, fuck. Can I cover that up? And I do not have a fire starter up here at all. Just have two grass starters and then a water. And the one that I like best is just the one that's the gayest. That's kind of how it goes. Although I will say Fuecoco is my current obsession a little bit, just because he is such a dumb baby boy. I love it. He's just, there's nothing going on in that head. He is a darling. This is good shit. Oh. I am not actually going to drink every time he says mother, because I will actually get sick. I'm certain, especially given the way that this game is going. And the last we left our dear friend Louis, his mother had a gun to his head. So I'm guessing mother will show up a lot more often. Let's get this game going here. What bullshit are we dealing with? This is probably a work of fiction. Probably. There we go. Where we left off.
The only thing
literally right away
is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
One of those weird recaps.
The consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
Well. Okay, let's see what we're going to equip here. We got linguistics, politics, conviction, manipulation, more linguistics, questioning, erudition, and questioning again. What are we looking at for our talents here? What's close? Well, none of them. Linguistics, probably not. Let's do questioning. Double those up. And manipulation. His bone structure. No, there will be no stream on Thursday, but there will be a stream tomorrow, so.
Don't move.
Wait, I don't...
So
Dink?
at last.
What was that?
Let me turn around. Oh my god, Mother, what has happened to you?
Who are you?
What? But, Mother!
Who are you?
It's me, Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Mother, I don't know what you've been through, but lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Do I know any of her? No, to be discovered. Displays immunities and vulnerabilities. All right. Occultism is an immunity. We shall not use it.
I'm here to help you. You have nothing to fear.
If only it were so simple. You are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
I don't wish you any harm. Really, Mother. It's me, Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really is me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are, what was the saying I taught you?
You've been telling it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I
forgot
ever
it.
forget it? Always keep your mind rational and open.
You knew it. You are smart.
Well,
You're getting me muddled up. Tell me, rather.
I know, right? Because I would have fucking died already.
When I told you I was coming here.
Mother, I really am your son. You can't trick me. We were in Paris. We were investigating an art dealer.
His name?
I just
Borchert.
told you, you can't trick me. His name was von Borchert.
My God, everything is lost then. I refuse to believe it's really you, Louis.
What the actual fuck?
All this would be for nothing.
Mother, I don't know what happened to you, but don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. I'm here for you, and
No! I ordered you not to come with me.
I received a letter, and Lord Mortimer informed me of your disappearance. So I took the...
No! 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 It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late. Very well. Rational and open, Louis. Since you arrived on the island, has anything strange happened to you?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
I'll be honest. There's so many different possibilities here.
Do you want to tell me about your relationship with Elizabeth Adams?
Louis, I don't know what you found out, but just know that I did everything I could to help her.
I'm sure you did, Mother. I'm not judging you.
You know, what she had to put up with was slowly gnawing away at her. Now shut up and listen to me. We might still have a chance.
Okay.
Something of utmost importance is going to play out.
Trade unlocks Guardian. What is that? 1 point in occultism. Managed to research Sarah Duché. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay.
A conference, Louis. I should think all Mortimer's guests have arrived by now, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Since this morning.
Perfect. The conference will be able to begin.
Indeed. It shouldn't be long and...
Let me finish. We haven't time. You will attend this conference, and you must find out what Mortimer is up to. Don't trust him, Louis. Understood?
But what's it about?
No matter. I'd wager it's about a vast acquisition of some territory in North America. This, however, is not the issue.
But don't you think that...
Louis, I made a mistake by coming here. We are in the lion's den. Mortimer,
Fine.
home,
Let her talk.
guests, watch what happens. Do you think it's normal that the representatives of the most powerful nations are here all on their own without anyone else? on an island in the middle of nowhere in total secrecy?
No, not really, but...
Louis! They shape the world. They manipulate us. Everything is decided here and now.
And so do you.
Break states, provoke wars, destitute governments, or decide who will be their leaders.
And so do you. What?
Mother, calm yourself, please.
Nothing is impossible for them. They are capable of reaching everyone, wherever they may be. Through high society banquets, they model the future of us all. And it isn't at all an issue for them.
And? What do you propose?
It's time to act, my son. You will go to this conference, and from the inside, you'll do everything you can to prevent Mortimer's plan from going ahead smoothly. We can talk later. I'll explain everything.
But why?
Do as I say, Louis. It's of the utmost importance. Beware of Mortimer. He won't let anything stand in his way.
You promised me that after...
Yes, after. Go now.
Yes, Mother, I'm going. One more thing, Mother. Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
I'm very confused. I have no idea what's going on. What the fuck? How do I get out of here? Oh my god. This has to be some of the, like... What the fuck is happening? Let me go in through another door, because I want to try and replenish some of these empty holes in my effort points. Excuse me, just burped a little bit. Excuse me again. He won't let me go that way, so fair enough. Oh, I wonder if I can buy things from him.
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests.
Yeah, but I want... Oh, fine. Fine. Yeah, I'm so fucking lost with this. I don't know what to think right now. This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, got some Carmelite water. That's something, I guess.
Devil's Thorn.
Devil's Thorn.
Monsieur de Richet, you are expected at the conference. Please take the door to your left to join the guests.
Fine. Bitch.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
What are you going to do with it later? But by the sound of your voice, it is a disturbing thought. I have no idea what the fuck is happening right now. The conference is probably just about like the Louisiana Purchase or some bullshit like that, and she's making it sound like there's some other nefarious plan on top of this.
Totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it.
That does seem the same.
Okay. Well, I can see a piece of amber over there, so let's go get his rocks off, literally. Oop. Amber crystals. Let's just run around and see if there's other things here first.
I have suspected it for some time.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
By your desire.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little bit?
That's one lock.
Yes, because she asked him at last. And
Oh, I can do it for free. Oh, why not? It's not gonna hurt.
It is not sound.
Some royal jelly. Not fully replenished there, though.
Suspected it for some time, but now
I have suspected it for some time.
But with respect to any other leading characteristic,
More Devil's Thorn. Okay, I think that's everything. Everyone.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference.
Yeah, about that.
I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
You mean the letter you gave to me?
You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Okay, well, I expected that to be slightly more interesting than that.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him. I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
I am astonished, my dear.
Interesting. Huh. Didn't expect that, not gonna lie. Also, there's a bunch of these little things down on the ground. Let me just do those while I... That's it. Alright.
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready?
Gentlemen.
The much-awaited conference is about to begin.
That is what we have all been waiting for.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before it begins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he said that out loud in a very echoey room. Everyone must have heard him.
Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Alright, I guess we'll go talk to the big man himself and Monsieur Washington.
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin.
Certainly not. Whoa.
It would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
Is it now?
Important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well. Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
Okay.
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact, it tends to be events that dictate our gathering.
I was going to say, how can it be once a year for George Washington? I mean, he's like a several month voyage away and the president of the goddamn United States. How can he be coming here every fucking year? Everyone else I can kind of see because they're at least on the European continent, but like, this is in England.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It
has it now, you immortal man.
Generation.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
So you orchestrated the deaths of many civilians, is that what you're telling me?
Louis, let me keep you a moment.
Secret planes, I know, right? At this point.
I would like to let you in on a secret before...
A secret?
Because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana.
The Louisiana Purchase. Called it!
It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
He has, where is he? Conviction in science.
Lord Mortimer, I'm sure you're aware that Louisiana is hardly prime quality land. I wouldn't be exaggerating to call it marshland. How is acquiring land they won't know what to do with going to strengthen the United States?
Think further, Louis. The United States won't stop there. Once they've acquired Louisiana, nothing will stop them. All they would have to do then is keep pushing toward the west to take the whole North American continent.
So you intend to get rid of the Spanish?
They are purely transitory. This is the settlers' home. It is natural for them to want to develop their nation to become one of the greatest powers of this world. As for
or hot take, we leave the Native Americans alone. If we're deciding this in this room, why don't we just leave them alone? What about that? What about the fully fledged developed societies and governments that are already on that land that definitely do not need any more help? Just saying. Just saying.
Of them actually on site, and if need be, see to it that they are sufficiently occupied in Europe so that their focus is not on the North American continent. Moreover, Spain really only cares about its colonies in South America. It's hardly my fault if they're not capable of seeing the potential in the North American territory.
Equally rotted.
The concept of royalty is from bygone times. It is time to lead the way to democracy.
You're talking to a noble.
Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't...
I wish they had. I wish they had.
Tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything. His project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot.
My friends, I propose we get started. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
No idea what the fuck is about to happen here.
As per our
Shut up! Let him talk so we can be done with this.
the face of tomorrow's world, even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
The body falls on the main table. Yeah, that would be great.
It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
This is a good start. Yeah, let's just...
Thank you all. I am honored to be among you today. I will strive to represent the interests...
Could he be more robotic?
I can.
Thank you all.
May begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support.
Did they just reference Martin Luther King? No! No, they did not just have a rich English white man reference Dr. Martin Luther fucking King. I have a dream. Sounds very different when it's coming out of a posh British mouth. Christ. Oh my god. We're not even, like, that far into this. Oh my god. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
More now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability.
Gonna need another fucking drink.
I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer, but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent.
I thought... Didn't he just tell us that we need to keep this to ourselves and keep it secret for now? Did he not just say that? Like... Did he not just tell us, don't tell anyone else about the plans for the Louisiana territory? And then he proceeds to literally tell everyone in the room. Maybe it's the part to America part. Okay, fair. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Man, okay. And yeah, I guess fuck Mexico and Canada. Mexico, I know sometimes we call that Central America. So maybe if you really stretch it, you can say Mexico isn't part of North America, even though it is. Canada's British, so, you know, I guess that's why Duchess Hillsborough is here. What?
From?
What place is she from too? Her last name is Hillsborough, but it doesn't say. Well, that's... Hold on. English Duchess is a Duchess. Doesn't say. Okay. Like, what's her husband's seat?
Namely,
anyway.
Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
Is he gonna have an aneurysm?
You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious
They did not. They did not! Oh. Oh my gosh! Okay. This is gonna be a time. Buckle up. Buckle the fuck up. Here we go. It's gonna keep just race to the bottom. Let's go. This is fair. This is a good point, Witchy. I don't think the game is trying to make us like these people, but like, what the fuck? I don't like anyone so far besides Emma/Emily.
But
we shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not a question.
They aren't savages.
These savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet.
Yeah.
Does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor.
Or we could just leave them all the fuck alone.
If you please.
Oh my god.
I would not like to be associated with that.
But you are.
Black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject.
No, it's not.
At a future date.
No, it's not. I want to, like... But that's etiquette, right? It's supposed to be etiquette. How can it be... I think etiquette is a weakness. No, etiquette's a... Well, it depends on who I'm talking to. Ah, okay, so we are talking to Godoy, so we can't use etiquette. Then...
Senor Godoy, you must know that France will soon ban these barbaric practices.
Oh, do not get on your high horse, Monsieur Frenchman. The only reason why France has ceased trading in slaves is because of the commercial blockade that Great Britain has imposed against you.
Can I throw something at him?
Lanes have been restored. France will again treat these people like cattle.
Come now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis. We bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana.
If I keep pausing it like this, we're never going to finish the goddamn game. Okay.
To France, free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
Given the size of your colonies, you won't be able to keep them for long. A number of countries are eyeing them as we speak. The United States would have no trouble taking them. For all intents and purposes, you have no army in place. By wanting to keep everything, you risk...
I am going to need another drink.
Especially your colonies in South America, which are far more valuable to you.
That is indeed the danger, Duke Manuel. If it comes to war over Louisiana, you will lose. And probably a good deal more than you imagine.
Young man, you are indeed a dark horse, aren't you?
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, shit.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
No, he isn't.
Too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer. But I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Trying to figure out who I'm talking to at any given moment is kind of frustrating. I don't know what his things are. Right, okay, well, I'll use another... Ah, okay, well, my gut was right.
If France took the Papal States, their opinion over the sale of Louisiana would be definitely resolved.
You are talking of an invasion of Italy.
Don't take it the wrong way, Your Eminence. Colonization brings with it many benefits. You'll see.
Yes! Colonization brings many benefits with it, you'll see. Fucking dead. Okay, I think I hate Louis a little less than I did before. That was an excellent read. You know what? Props. We gotta give it to him. Okay. This whole sequence has got to be clipped. Like, Jesus Christ.
Very funny.
Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
Wow. I don't know Italian that well.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
Let me guess.
I assure you, Emily,
Yep.
Prussian will never accept this agreement.
I knew that one.
Looks like he's
Because
set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. And let Sir Gregory finish.
Home, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare you!
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me.
do I have to choose whether I'm leaving or not?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, if I go with them, I go with a bunch of fucking racists. I mean, of these people right here, let's see, there were at least 2 that were really fucking awful, and the rest of them are royalists, so. And then, but mom, mother, darling, dearest mother. All right, who's ready for another poll? Maybe. Let's see if I can do it again. New poll. Excuse me. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. Vote, get your votes in. Help me figure this out because my brain is scrambled after this whole sequence because what the fuck? I mean, this is, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Like, I don't even know how to respond to like all of what just happened in this moment. Like, there was so much bad and then so much good and like, okay, so Ragnarok's vote is for home. Okay, so I'll count you in the results no matter what happens. But like, this is bizarre. Like, I don't even know. And yeah, I understand abstaining, Witchy. No worries. No worries. I understand. Poll is ending in a few seconds. Let's see what results we get. Oh, we have a split result. Oh no. One person voted for Mortimer and one person voted for home. Oh no. Okay. I don't, so it's the tiebreaker is me. I'm the tiebreaker. I have to decide. I'm the one playing the game after all. I should probably, you know, be able to make this decision, and yet here I am. And I got nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, I understand at this point, like... this is hard. Trying to figure out, like, I feel like staying with Mortimer is anti-mom here, right? But at the same time, I feel like I want to know more about what his ultimate real goal is, you know? But if I leave with home, I get to really skewer Mortimer's plan. But I still don't know why my mother wants to skewer this plan. Or what she thinks is really behind it. Which means I don't want to decide that yet. I'm gonna stay. That's what I'm gonna do. Come on, come on, come on. What the fuck?
As for me, I think I shall remain with Lord Mortimer, Sir Gregory.
You are committing a grave error, Louis.
Time will tell.
Okay. Time may perhaps tell, but I want to sit around and figure out what's going on here.
Thank you for staying. Good God, William. What is this I hear about you reinforcing military power in Louisiana? I have no interest in having France for a neighbor, and you know that very well.
Calm down, George. Louis, explain our plan to Mr. Washington, please.
This feels very sinister right now. I don't like how this feels. Our plan, right? Like...
You see, Mr. President, Lord Mortimer anticipates that once France obtains Louisiana, they will cede it to you.
What do you mean? To us? The United States?
You heard right.
But
President Washington, the United States will double in size.
By what miracle have you...
You need to expand, George. You and France are the two major democracies in the modern world. It is necessary that you both become superpowers.
Are you really going to sponsor democracy throughout the world?
Of course, Monsieur Peru. That's why I don't want Spain to get too attached to those weapons. Please continue, Louis. Explain my vision to Mr. President.
Why am I explaining?
Mr. President, Lord Mortimer intends for you to conquer all the North American continent. He's relying on you to not stop at Louisiana, but to continue to push west.
Indeed, it would be dishonest to pretend that this is not my final objective.
The music is not making me feel good about my choices.
So, Home doesn't see it coming, but by the time it dawns on Senor Godoy, it'll be too late because he'll realize that he's just lost all the North American continent. We all know that you won't stop.
It's not too late to reload, yeah.
You see, Monsieur Peru, it's very likely that once Louisiana becomes American, President Washington will push out even more and take the West Coast.
William, you haven't changed. Always one step ahead.
One step ahead? You're joking. More like 5.
On that note, my friends, it's getting late. Mr. President, continue to take offense over my project when we resume the conference in the morning. You do it to a T. And if Sir Gregory has the audacity to send you an emissary to convince you to go against me, do me a favor. String him along if you can. The more they believe we are divided, the more we'll have our hands free.
Only too happy to oblige.
Now, let us get some rest. We've got a big...
The galaxy brain running through my head right now, though, is that I can keep stringing them along as well. I can essentially string both sides along to keep fighting.
I'm going to require your services.
Because according to this guy right here, everyone has to agree.
Many, and the closing vote of the conference will soon be upon us. Time is of an essence. So, I'll need you to assist me this evening.
How can I help?
I need you to go this very evening to persuade Senor Godoy to join us. He is the backbone of Gregory's resistance. Turn him round, and all the others will follow in such a stampede that Gregory will be able to do nothing but admit defeat.
Lord Mortimer, with all due respect, don't you think I'm the last person Godoy wants to talk to?
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
He is hiding something from me. What is it? Conviction in science.
Lord Mortimer, you're not telling me everything.
Let's say I wouldn't disapprove if the Right Honorable, though nonetheless choleric, Duke Manuel put you in his bad books. If it could motivate him to declare war on France, it would greatly serve our interests.
War? What do you mean?
I told you before the conference. The more we distract Spain from the Americas, the less it will have an eye on Louisiana.
But all the same, we're talking about a war in Europe.
Don't worry. That's why Mr. Bonaparte is with us. I am convinced we'll be perfectly capable of managing the conflict. And
that sounds bad.
He will not commit Spain to a long war that he won't be capable of managing.
I'll go straight away.
Thank you, my boy. And get some rest afterwards. Big day tomorrow.
Okay. He's new? No. Nope. Okay. Well, a bird.
Aren't you afraid our projects for Italy may be discovered before we... Oh, please excuse us, Louis, but I need to speak with Lord Mortimer in private.
No. What do you want, Louis?
When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away. I shall be leaving you.
Okay. This feels so icky. I don't like this. This feels very ends justify the means, and I never like ends justify the means. Because the whole point of the phrase end justifies the means is that the ends do not justify the means. Like, okay, I'm also checking to see if there's anything that I can look at, which apparently there is not. Wait. There we go. Some more Divly Thorn. I still almost feel like we might have taken the right path here. I feel like if the game allows me to do what I think it does, I can keep playing them off each other. I think. Can we talk to Mom? Is she here? Mother, explain to me why I should hate this man, for I wish to know your thoughts. You are being remarkably unhelpful. Oh. I have nothing. Boop. Wow, I hear a noise. Oh, okay. It just showed up. It took me way too long. Thank you for joining us, Horror Queen Kreiser. I think I said that right. Thanks for the follow. It means a lot. Thank you. I like how I have enough golden elixir that even though I get those little negative effects or whatever, it really doesn't bother me in the end. It just doesn't matter at the end of the day. I am... This whole venture is not making me feel... Oh, I can go downstairs. Okay. Well, I guess maybe I'll go down in a minute. I already opened that one. Okay. Oh. Oh my.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off. And his
Somebody's very mad. Hello? Oh, how drunk is he?
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the project.
I already read this.
I've retrieved everything.
I already read that. Okay, not helpful still. Is he here? Is he dead? Is he outside? These are all apparently equivalent things. Oh, that's not an actual balcony. There he is. Oop, dink. Ah, no. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. Hold on. Oh, this is a big one. I can travel to like somebody else's room here, can't I? Big, long hallway. It's not a hallway. Let's see what happens when I talk to this man.
Leave me, Deriche. I don't feel like talking.
Your door was ajar, and, well, given the state of your room, I was worried.
It's none of your business.
Very well. I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow, monsieur.
I asked you to leave me alone.
Fine. What is going to be the end game of this? This is Bonaparte. He's up there already. I don't know if searching his room right now is worth it, but we can try. Oh, okay. Sarah du Rocher. Unfortunately, you do not meet the criteria required to be a member of the Golden Order. Honorably interested in research and activities, no doubt you've shown to join us in anticipation of the day. Please accept this person for full consideration. Sarah du Rocher. Huh. Didn't see that one before.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland.
I think I already looked at that.
It's a beautiful weapon. A Levi Damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
The Beaucaire dinner. It hasn't been signed yet, but there's a letter with it.
Well, then it's sheer lack of time. Prevented? That's a really bad fucking error. Prevented you from stringing these lines together yourself. The ideas are yours, though. No need to do it. This will suffice for the good of all.
Bonaparte is going to publish a book that he didn't write. That crafty little rascal.
Why do we care?
It isn't signed. That's some quality paper. And that handwriting, I'd say it's Mortimer's.
Interesting. Huh. Did he publish a book? I don't recall one. Is that like knocking? Oh, yep. This is Duchess Hillsborough. Can't go in there. Oh, hello. That's Manuel Godoy, though. We're not talking to him yet. Finally get back into my own fucking room. Looking for something to do in here to hopefully get more collectibles or something. I don't know what it is.
Amber crystals.
Amber crystals. Ooh, there we go. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, I know the ghostwriting part. That's kind of the like crafty bastard. It's like, or like just, you know, the regular thing. Oh, I did not know that. Wonder what the point of having them ghost written is then, you know? If they're just novels, what is the point of them being good enough to publish, right? Or something like that, I guess. Go past that. Noise, not paying attention. I have still yet to get into Piaggi's quarters. That's like the one room that this game will not let me go inside. You cannot go into the quarters of the George Washington's. I don't even know if Washington is here. I'm just gonna rifle through his shit anyway. Small key. Hold on.
My dear George, I'd like to invite...
Blah, 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 blah. Already saw it. Already know it. My dear George. Ah, the small key. Indeed. You know, they don't make it particularly difficult to find that stuff. They're like, oh, you can force it open, or you can take an extra 2 seconds to go find the key. There's no consequence for finding the key. It doesn't take extra time.
Locked.
Right, it's right in the middle of the fucking plate, like it's right there.
The president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, he can't go without it.
It's a lot of that.
There's also a letter.
Dear Mr. President, returning my answers as quickly as I can. Already spoke about it before you left, but I know things have not improved. I urge you to follow my advice and to stop taking laudanum immediately. If I am already looking for a substitute, but I'm afraid you won't wait. Your excessive consummation is in danger. Consummation? Your excessive consumption, I think is what they mean, is in danger of definitively impairing your chances of securing your next mandate. Your addiction is jeopardizing the exercise of your office and duties, my friend. I regret I see no other solution but to stop your daily intake. Yours sincerely, Dr. W. Thornton? Thornton, maybe? Thornton. No further comment? No further comment. How can I use this to destroy his credibility? Well, they cleaned this place up a little bit, didn't they? Basically removed the body. Nothing special or new here, though. Hell, they removed the blood even, but they didn't clean anything else up. Also, have we just completely forgotten about this part of the plot? Like...
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Like, are we just not talking about the fact that the vice president's daughter is dead? Are we just going to ignore it? Literally just sit down, John, sit down. For God's sake, John, sit down. Anyone? 1776? That's von Fulner's here, so we haven't done him yet. That makes sense. I mean, laudanum was a pretty... That was, it was an opiate, too, wasn't it? I mean, so it was basically all about that opiate. Opium... Opium. Apparently. Can't imagine it tasted very good.
The Great Work of the Soul by S. Madone. Pure alchemy.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
An art that is performed on the matter of the soul. Great alchemists work to transform and perfect the latter by a series of processes known as the Great Work. There are 4 phases to attain the ultimate in spiritual fulfillment.
What is the point of this? The
human soul must descend, be corrupt, in order to become decomposed. It's something like what I felt when I think of what I found out about my mother. The soul broken up must be purified by the alchemist. Nice program. The soul must be transformed in order to attain sublimation by the recombination of the alchemist. It's tempting.
No idea what this means.
Thus ends the great work. The incarnation of the purified spirit. the elevation of the soul now become perfect, its resurrection, thanks to the action of the alchemist. Except if the alchemist has bad intentions, then it's called manipulation.
Oh,
metaphorical as
okay.
occult theories go, the human spirit being the prima materia of the alchemist.
I see you up there. I see you. I don't think you can hide.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
You know, it's just having your little Carmelite water in the morning. You know, you just have to have a little bit, and then you're like, I'm feeling good today. It's better than coffee. Am I right, girls? Oh my god, am I right, girls? Oh. Sorry, I don't know where this is all going. I don't know where any of this is going, let's be honest. Nothing makes sense. And I don't know why I came in here then, because apparently there's nothing to see or do. It is, by and large, a pointless exercise of futility. Where are we anyway at this point? Tower room. Okay, so we're right back where we were. Let's go downstairs. Apparently we can go downstairs. Never hurts to wander the entire manor. You never know what you'll find, right? Can I go back into the council room? Nope. I can, however, go outside, apparently. Let me finish this room first. I will likely not come back. Ooh, what's that?
Golden elixir.
Oh, okay.
Golden elixir.
Okay. Yes, that's a thing. And at no point do they explain what these elixirs and shit are. He's taking drugs. I mean, you want some drugs? I've got golden elixir, devil's thorn, Carmelite water. You know, the huge. I know, right? He's having visions and he's wondering why when he's downing how many bottles of whatever royal jelly is. Like, okay. You're confused by this, my dude, my man. I believe you are, as what they say, tripping balls. So if I go all the way over here, right? I'm going back to the place where I go downstairs to meet my mom. Whatever, can't go down there. All right, never mind. Ma'am, mother dearest, I must ask you a question. I am officially lost. Not in the way that I can't find my way out, but in the way that I don't remember where I've already been. And therefore have difficulty covering new ground, as I do not remember whether I have already covered what I am walking on at the moment. Mother dearest. See, usually when I start calling my mother Mother dearest, she knows that I need something, but it's not really consequential. So, because I always do it in a completely jokey tone of voice, as I just did. The go everywhere, see everything, touch everything mechanic that I usually go with for these kind of games is not working very well in this particular instance, only because of how much everywhere there is. Makes it very difficult to go everywhere, do everything, touch everything all the time. Nope, that is a solid wall. Just climb over the hedge. Athleticism, use your skills. Okay. Next place. Just keep going.
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
Why does it feel like that will become important and yet it isn't? Is it now maybe when, you know, we actually can talk to
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
we can actually talk to him? He only just arrived. It's not really been very long since he's been here. Okay. Keep moving. Ooh, Oh, there's the painting that basically says reserved for Manuel Godoy in the portrait gallery, which I'm assuming at some point will become important since it's still a thing to notice, or maybe not, because it's just a random thing to remind you that, oh yeah, there's someone who's not here yet when he wasn't here yet. Love walking around this useless library. All these platforms that were built that no one can walk on. Your music. Oh. Shit. Just gonna run on by and not talk to him. Easy, right? That's why we can come down here. Because we're supposed to run into him here, not up by his room, where I'm sure if I go back and talk to von Volner...
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Have you seen Duke Manuel?
The Duke is in the dining room, sir.
I thought you could buy shit from him. Apparently not.
I would like to come in.
I am sorry, sir, but that is not possible for the moment.
I'm looking for someone. Tell me at least who's in there so I don't needlessly go looking around for hours.
Duchess Hillsborough is speaking with Sir Gregory, sir. The other guests have gone back to their rooms through the other side.
Very well. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Well, fine, I guess. Where's the Duke's room? I went the wrong way, didn't I? Well, we're committed. Too late. I'm still confused. What does Sarah know that I don't? I know. If you're running around the palace, how many calories am I burning? Like...
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Except I know where he is, but that's okay.
No one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Vulnerability is diversion. Okay, so we'll exploit it.
Excuse me, but I must fetch a letter for the Duke.
Very well, sir. You may pass.
Hey. I don't think we've been in here yet, so this is going to be totally new, which is going to be good, because then we can figure out his ups and downs or whatever.
Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke. It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. And
are we surprised?
Reeks of lavender. Well, well, Mr. Godoy, you seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume? So, let's see what it says.
My tender Pepita. Alright. Good start. I feel so guilty at being so far away from you again, even if it's for the good of my country. I feel awful having to leave you after a silly little splat, because you're the only woman I love, Josefa. Forever. I told you before, everything I have, everything I offer you, I owe to the affection of the Queen. Let's stay united, please, even in sacrifice for the two of us, for our future children. Stop being jealous. You're the only one who feels my thoughts. Everything else is just a game, I swear.
The Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me.
Leverage. The information obtained by your intelligence service, I can confirm that Mr. Hay is indeed working on an agreement with Great Britain. The aim seems to be to weaken the French economy and secretly that of the Spanish by seizing merchandise at sea. Our treasures are already suffering from the embargo on French food products. Such a treaty would mean the ruin of our colonies. I have no doubt that you will be able to swiftly find a diplomatic solution, awaiting further instructions. Huh. Okay.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one. The Kiss of Judas, painted by Caravaggio. This is how Judas pointed out Christ to the Roman soldiers. Can you imagine a worse betrayal?
Interesting.
I couldn't have hoped for better.
Interesting choice of decor.
Well, Godoy. A painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty.
What did I just pick up? Key with an air symbol. Can I open that one yet? Or I think I did. Alright, let's check the next room. Wait.
Prometheus, punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man. Brutus and his companions taking an oath to kill Caesar.
This is Circe.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to. Amber.
Like, it feels like a psychological reaction at this point. He says it, I have to say it back. Like, Amber. So weird. So weird. You're a strange man.
Maria Louisa of Parma. Although not Godoy's true love, the Queen is his benefactress according to some people.
Well, not going out on this fake balcony. Why they even bothered putting doors there, I do not understand. Let in the sea air, I suppose? Oh, I could have gotten in the sneaky way. going through my room.
Volner's probably still behind the door. I best go out through the balcony just in case.
Except you said that you were getting a thing for the Duke, so it shouldn't be a problem? Like, he knows you're going in and then leaving. Odd. Okay. Also, how am I doing on my talents here anyway? Reach level 10, so I'm almost there with that one. Look at all these things that I'm almost there with. Look at all these. Look at all these. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. If I just run right by him, it'll be fine, right? Like, he won't notice me. Excuse me, sir. Sorry. Just gonna run right by you here. I guess we'll go talk with Godoy. For whatever purpose it may serve. Don't use etiquette. He's immune. He's full sad boy moments right over here. That's why he's playing a sad boy song.
Duke Manuel?
Well, well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
I see you're still feeling under pressure. Since your arrival, I've noticed that you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Peru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed, I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might, well, turn out to be the opposite.
You certainly do not lack for audacity.
I succeeded.
Just tell me one thing,
What am I succeeding at?
Mortimer. He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries, just waiting for the word to pounce. Really, I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
I thought so.
The Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We are President of the United States, England, and many other countries. We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you are right, Sir Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
That suddenly got very angry.
Duke Manuel, for Spain, I don't know. But for you, I'm convinced that Lord Mortimer will thank you generously.
You would not be trying to bribe me, would you?
Nothing could be further from my mind. It would be an insult to believe that someone such as yourself might have a practical attitude towards its virtue. Even so, it is only natural that you be supported and encouraged if you were to follow Lord Mortimer, isn't it?
Indeed, for services rendered, it would be natural for me to receive compensation for the time spent achieving such an undertaking, yes?
Naturally. And, given your status, my Lord Duke, the compensation would have to be considerable.
Naturally. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
If you continue with home, our two countries will become rivals. It could turn into war. Who knows?
It is likely, even.
A war, Duke Manuel. On our own territories. Do you really see yourself committing to an armed conflict against France? Can you imagine the financial investment required, not to mention the loss of lives and dishonor at the slightest defeat? Do you see yourself being the man responsible for that?
No, but you are the one who's pushing me into it, you damned Frenchman!
I'm not pushing you into anything, Duke Manuel. If you are a man of the future and of progress,
okay, I guess.
Believe, you will know how much suffering a war would bring.
Come on, you fool, give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur, I am
Trait unlocked console. Convinced him during the conference. Okay.
Nothing you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement will become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke.
See you tomorrow.
Well, that's one thing out of the way.
The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
I guess I expected something different? Huh. Well, I don't think there's anything more to do then. Time to go to bed? Maybe I can get this guy to stop fucking knocking.
Monsieur de Richet, you wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I just ran into him. He was heading for the dining room.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, please leave. Please leave. Okay. Is it time for Mother? Mommy dearest? Nope. Other mommy.
Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Other mommy. Seriously though, right?
Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
What is her thing? Collective logic.
Do you perhaps know something that I don't? Come on, Emily. It's time you lay your cards on the table.
Is this right? Is this right? I don't know if this is right. Interesting. This walkthrough tells me a very different plan and is completely useless at the moment. Okay. Yeah. She knows something about Mortimer, is what I'm going to say.
You know something I don't about Lord Mortimer? Now's the time.
I don't want to speak ill of him, but in certain circles, you can't exactly say he has a good reputation.
Continue.
Well, there have been instances where he has used people, then gotten rid of them once he no longer seemed to need them, Louis. He makes fine promises, makes you feel valuable, tests you. But beware. I'm worried that something might happen to you.
Are you advising me to change sides as a precaution?
I'd rather say as a safety measure. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Can that work? Yeah, that won't work. I didn't think so. Fine.
Of course, Emily.
Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
I thought you were going to... I mean, I did kind of say from the get-go that Mortimer was making me feel real slimy. I like his idea because it moves forward what we know history is to be. Kind of. I like his idea of democracies leading the world. That I'm okay with. The whole, like, conquer the territory thing is, you know, iffy for the obvious reasons, but at the same time, this team is filled with fucking racists. I don't like it.
I admit, you've sown the seed of doubt, but I don't know how Lord Mortimer's...
Fickle! Conviction costs one more effort point. Gross!
Last-minute change of mind.
Don't worry yourself about that, really. It's only discussions and verbal jousting. No one's going to die, whatever happens, and Sir Gregory will be there to support you.
Very well. You can count on me to join your side, then. But don't tell anyone until the vote.
Promise. We'll make a good team, you'll see.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
I haven't had a minute to myself, what with the disappearance of Elizabeth and then the conference. Yes, I hope to continue my investigation tomorrow.
Exactly.
No.
It called me fickle, but I call myself playing both sides.
Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all...
I did what Mortimer asked me to do.
You're right.
But I betrayed him anyway. Which to me is smart, because I don't know what's going on still.
Come, Louis.
But it negatively affects me anyway. It gave me it cost one more effort point to use conviction. Ah, vision time. Here we go.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
What the fuck? What?
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
What?
Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Curiouser and curiouser. Yes.
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming.
Sounds drunk.
Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
The game's afoot. Let's go. I'm sorry, wrong game.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Duke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and it...
Calm, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest. You included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What? This feels really weird.
Is afraid of you. You are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your...
This feels gross.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking?
This man's gonna die.
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchesse that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer...
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, so this is happening. Okay. I'm stepping in.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't...
Only chance. Don't fuck it up. All right.
Play the hero, man!
What are his things? Where is he? Vulnerability to etiquette and psychology, immunity to diversion and questioning. Well, psychology, that's going to be the first one.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I want to build my pace of power.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need.
What was his other thing? Vulnerability is etiquette and psychology. Diversion and questioning won't work. So conviction, logic.
I'm sure we can work things out.
But you don't know him.
Let's stay united, Jack. He's nothing without us.
Really?
Trust me.
Which one is that? The little crown? Is that etiquette? Which he is weak to. Yes.
This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward. So give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
I don't want him to talk to me.
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet...
Oh, new trait unlocked. 1 point in psychology. Cool.
Your behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment. My friends, we shall continue the conference later.
Didn't have to show my cards.
Inexcusable behavior of my guest. We all need to recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
He says it like we're in his employ. Take the day off. I could have followed Sir Gregory home, could have found out Jacques Peru's secret. Oh, there's a secret. Oh. Yeah, no, this is a good point. That's not how you should do that. Okay, I got a bunch of points ready to go here. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Talent unlocked, veteran. More effort pool. Alright, we are going to pause here real quick though, because I need to take a very short break. And part of that is going to get another glass of drink, because this is sending me. I'll be right back. Okay. Now that I have another drink for the remaining 45 minutes, which might not even last me that, let's continue our quest, shall we?
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis.
That sounds like an excellent
us to avert a tragedy.
decision.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Peru with...
Wow. All right.
Rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think...
What does that mean?
Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Okay. Let's pick up a couple more things, I guess. Before we talk to him, I guess we can wander his room and see if there's anything new. Doesn't look like there's anything new. Those are the same things that were there before. He never changes the papers on his desk for some reason. Wait.
Dante's Purgatory.
Oh, nope. I already saw that.
How does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
All right.
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
I don't know. Have I figured out anything about his immunity to conviction, immunity to science? He doesn't have any. Okay.
Tell me, my lord, what did you expect of him exactly? I found it difficult to understand what his role was here.
In fact, I asked him here to speak about our collaboration. His mission was soon to come to an end, and I was hoping to persuade him to slow down. I had a few interesting missions abroad to propose to him.
Did you tell him that?
I just let him know that perhaps it was time to move on to something else.
On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. We covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please.
Obviously not.
I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide from you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous vote.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
We didn't have to follow with Mom yet. Nope, not going that way.
I already mentioned it yesterday. Either to you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes, sir.
Your guess is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course, sir. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Monsieur
A little angry, are we?
Once again, bravo for what you did. If it weren't for you, Peru would have blown his brains out. You've got courage. I like this. We just lost a vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
Etiquette, 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 etiquette. Why am I having trouble finding? There he is. Etiquette is a vulnerability. Let's exploit it.
Excuse me, sir, but given recent events, I find it somewhat cavalier to return to your political preoccupations so quickly.
Yes, I know. You must find me inhumane. But what can I do? We are here to decide upon the fate of our nations, Louis. It is time you realize what is at stake here. I hold nothing against Monsieur Peru personally, but what concerns me most right now is to not lose sight of the objectives of this meeting. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute. What did Duchess Hillsborough propose last night?
Oh, nothing worth worrying about. The pretty little pudding eater found no better tactic than to threaten me. She would have been better off sliding into my bed. At least we wouldn't have wasted part of the night talking for nothing.
No, we're not gonna get angry at him. We're trying to manipulate him, so we're gonna do some dumb locker room talk or whatever the shit it's called.
That's what I said. I think I'm going to have to be careful of English troops crisscrossing the Mediterranean for a while. The witch would let loose the wrath of the English crown on my august person. But if she thinks that would scare a Bonaparte, she is mistaken.
I mean...
Time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Beware the name Wellington. I don't know what else to say here. Like, yeah, there will be an Englishman that comes for your fucking ass. And he gets it too. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
But you cannot go through. We have very clear instructions from Lord Mortimer. Monsieur Peru must rest.
Okay. Well, why aren't you outside then instead of inside? I don't know if there's going to be anything new in here, though. Although I know he hates it when the door is left open or something, so it could piss him off. Nope. Ooh. Or not. What's the point? What's the point in letting me wander around when there's literally no reason?
No answer. Nothing.
Emily? Emily, are you there? Emily!
Dot.
Yes. Louis, is that you?
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
It won't let me move. I just piss her off.
Emily? Emily, are you there?
Or is she just gonna say the same thing?
Emily?
Yes. Louis,
Yep,
is that you?
same thing.
Yes, let me in.
I do wonder if this is Emma. Yes.
Feel very well.
I don't feel very well, meaning
Everything's all right.
there's a hole in my face or something.
Are you still there?
Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me go. There's obviously nothing gonna happen here. Tried it twice.
Monsieur de Richet. I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
Oh, alright, bitch. Okay. Let's not go into my room yet. There's obviously something going on with people here. I still can't do anything with the fucking cardinal. Can I at least open the door to hit him in the face? Being a racist piece of shit. Fucking Catholics. No offense to any Catholics in the audience. But also full offense to the Catholic faith and the church. Nothing still in this place. Oh, now I can go out onto his little terrace.
Amber.
Amber. Whose room is this then?
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get
Hi.
on with it. I'm busy.
Somehow.
As I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do you remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
Indeed, I do.
So, please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
What a tragedy about Mr. Peru.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
Interesting. Oh! 'Tis a raid! Oh my! Hello! Thank you, Spiritual Bumpet. Thanks for the raid! Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this fucking roller coaster of a fucking game. Sorry for the swearing, but also, what the fuck? It just keeps getting weirder. Vulnerability is diversion. Okay. And I have neither of those as options. Neither of these matter. Okay.
You seem to have taken a personal stance. Am I wrong?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body. You can
Right.
be sure that given the opportunity,
I forgot about that.
I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
Especially given that we've apparently...
I wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
What if I bring up
Mr.
Peru again?
Are you joking?
You gonna do the same thing?
That bonehead had it coming to him.
How can you say that?
Ever since I found out that
Same thing. Okay.
incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body. You can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
So this...
As I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do you remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
Indeed, I do.
So, please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
He's an angry little man.
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
I came in through the balcony, though. You know, I am having a good night, all things said and done. Does any of it make sense? No. But is it good? Yes. Okay, so I can't go in there. I think with that, we have wrapped up the entire floor. Still don't know where the cardinal is. He continues to be completely missing at all given moments, because why the fuck not? Okay. Well, I guess we shall go back to my room. And I will continue to drink this drink because I am continually confused as to what is actually going on here and what is going to happen next, because at this point I don't think we can predict anything.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Is it Mom? Can it be Mom, so we can maybe grill her about this?
Louis, open up, please.
Oh, it's Washington.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes.
At last, you just knocked.
She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit.
No, it does not.
I want to avenge your sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
No choice here? Okay. Well, we were just there. We could have broken the door down or literally done anything else to make sure we entered her room. Oop, wait a minute.
A Bazant.
Oop.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying. I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick. Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
Is this... How, what? Okay. Let's try the next room over then.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
He's having a rough time with this. Okay. Can't go in that way. Here we go. Confrontation.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're
A
the one
letter
who's
from
the
William
victim in all
Pitt the
this.
Younger,
What
addressed
are
to
you on
Emily.
about now? I
A
should
letter
never have
from
told
William
you what
Pitt
happened
the
to me.
Elder,
That's
addressed to
how it works,
Emily.
and you know it full
He
well.
was the English
I'm not
Prime
that
Minister.
naive. I know
This letter
you
dates
inside
from
out.
15
Stop.
years ago.
A
We'll end
devil's
up
thorn,
losing everything.
to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Oh, look, she has a gun.
Earth is...
Oh, fuck.
Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after everything I've done for you.
Well, this is fun.
Right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
I do.
After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
What?
Entire life for this. Go on, shoot. Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma.
Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
This is a great question.
Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Shit.
On the wharf, something happened to me. What happened exactly?
You felt unwell. You had a nosebleed, and I offered you my handkerchief. I told her all that already. It was me who told you.
Right. Let's find something else.
Okay.
Yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
We speak about... Is that... Be discovered? I don't know. Well, I don't know if this is gonna go well.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire.
Shit!
Mortimer welcomed us in a very odd way. What happened?
Talent unlocked spy? Oh, okay.
Work, Louis. It wasn't Mortimer who welcomed us. It was Sir Gregory. Sorry, Louis. I already told her.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night...
This is not working.
But I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Did we get a chance to speak?
Certainly not. I was exhausted and went to bed. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
What then? You don't get...
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at
Am I picking the wrong things?
Loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about
the death?
What do you want to
she
know
was killed.
tonight?
I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong. Questioning logic, vulnerability, psychology. So... Okay, here we go.
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What relics did we find?
Property deeds in Mortimer's name dating from very long ago.
Is that all?
You mean all those mythological charms? So there was the so-called Pandora's box that wasn't a box actually. The famous golden fleece that reeked of dead goat. A broken sword that could have belonged to anyone. Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough.
You look captivated. Of course, he bought it. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us.
What the fuck is happening? I don't. The voice acting is so bad. Like, they're both high tense, and he's just like, very well, let's talk about this, while waving a fucking gun around. Like, psychology doesn't work on her, right? No, psychology does work on her.
Last night, you came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why. Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night.
Aha.
The game ends, Emma, because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man? You dirty...
That's enough. I've had enough of this charade. That's enough, both of you.
What the fuck?
Who the real Emily is.
We have to decide anyway. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm fully prepared to reload. All right. This is the one I'm guessing because she said she came to me, but the question that I have is, was that actually Emily that came to see me last night?
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get...
Wait. You think you identified the true Emily Hillsborough? That doesn't make me feel good about this.
No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
And...
Hell, what have I done?
Christ on a bike. Okay.
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What on earth is going...
Mother!
Go! You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
I'm gonna pause real quick. I want to know... Did I get this right? This is dumb to ask, to say, but... Okay, I may have got it wrong. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got it wrong. I did. I think I am going to reload this part. And I realize why I got it wrong now. Because she did not come to us last night. That was indeed Emma. And how you know... Can't believe I was so dense not to realize it. How you know that it is Emma that came to see you and not Emily, is because Emily was with Bonaparte, as he says.
It's obvious. Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well...
So unfortunately we have to sit through all this again.
Friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his...
That's what I originally thought. He could have left and then gone to go see Napoleon, but...
Monsieur Peru with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Alright, let's boop, 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 just like before. No.
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
Okay,
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely.
Fade to black. Immediately come back. One more thing. That's dumb.
I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord.
Lying through my teeth.
From you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous vote.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Alright. Let's just go back to your room. What are the things that we did that are important? I'll try to remember. Can't go in here. This is Volna's room, where we have this weird confrontation moment.
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get on with it. I'm busy.
What a tragedy about Mr. Peru.
Are you joking?
Now he gets upset because he thinks he killed.
You seem to have taken a personal stance.
Bumped into Godoy, that's right. And Emily, right. Though I don't know that trying to enter Emily's room matters.
I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
I wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred...
I don't remember. We already found the laudanum, didn't we?
Because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
Excuse me. This is the wrong room.
Weird, because I know it was not the wrong room, but whatever. You do you, Mr. De Richet. De Richet. De Richet. Whose is this room again? Oh. I didn't go into her room the last time, I don't think. I don't think there's a reason to, but I didn't before. And still, this whole plotline feels like it was kind of dropped. Oh, Oh, fuck, the Cardinal.
Your Eminence.
Ah, Louis.
Didn't do this before.
You may well have saved our lives. Who knows what that madman was capable of?
It was a reflex reaction.
And modest as well. Sarah would be proud of you. It's not going to help matters for Mortimer. Now he has one less vote for the conference.
Not okay.
I see His Eminence is able to identify a good opportunity in every situation.
Now, what do you expect, Louis? The benefit of age. You'll see. You'll learn with time.
Except if I find it disgusting.
I hope that Monsieur Perrault's act will help you reconsider your choice, Louis. Sincerely. See where his support for Lord Mortimer got him.
Godoy betrayed you. He has turned his back on you and will follow Mortimer.
What? Are you joking?
You can always join us, Your Eminence. Don't be the butt of the joke. When all your so-called allies have changed sides without warning, you'll be a laughingstock.
I don't know what you're talking about, Louis. Please excuse me, but I am tired. We shall...
Interesting conversation.
Later, perhaps.
As you please, Your Eminence.
Alright then. Well, I'm glad I reloaded, because I would not have seen that otherwise. Georgie Washington. Let's see if we did discover that, in fact. We did, as it is already open. Okay. Nothing more to say here. Everything's done. We are leaving.
Monsieur de Richet, I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
His immunity is etiquette, so you'd think that he would have some. And yet... Oop, I went too far. Wrong direction. Say, I gotta go talk to Emily through the door. Nope. Swing. So many coins. Completely useless.
No answer. Nothing.
All right, do your thing.
Emily, are you there? Emily!
Yes. Louis, is that you?
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there? ...
Look at your weird face. Those glassy eyes staring off into nothingness. As you are nothing but an avatar for my will. AKA a video game protagonist. Who can apparently throw shade like nobody's business, as long as it's against the Catholic Church. But in every other way, you are unremarkable.
Not a day has gone by with...
And apparently have an Oedipal complex, but you know.
What now?
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily. and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
And now it begins. Let's do our little jog down the hallway very leisurely. And we're not even going to bother stopping at the door. No need. We know what to do. We reloaded.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Would you do that to me?
We know she has an immunity to logic and a vulnerability to psychology. We know nothing about Emma.
Once again, you're
What
the one
on
who's the
earth
victim
is-
in all this.
You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You pretty little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot!
I don't think he does know how, really.
I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way! I am not Emma! Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but...
Right? No, he doesn't.
Sure, there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival, you gave me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you gave me something. What was it?
My handkerchief. And you even kept it. It was stained with your blood. Louis, I already told her. This is all a waste of time. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Questioning.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire.
Okay. We have our answer. I missed that the first time. But we now have our answer. Emily Hillsborough has an immunity to questioning, and we just hit her with a questioning skill. And it's an immunity. Emma Hillsborough does not have an immunity to questioning. I missed that. And I did it! And yet I missed that.
Welcomed us in a very odd way. What happened?
It won't work, Louis.
It wasn't Mortimer who welcomed us. It was Sir Greg.
Talent unlocked spy. Still don't remember what that was. Uncover all of Emily Hillsborough's immunities and vulnerabilities. Yep.
Sorry, Louis. I already told her.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Do you remember if we saw each other that night or not?
No, not after going up to bed. That doesn't prove a thing. I was the one who told you that. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on...
Come on, let's finish up.
...yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other.
The whole game is confused. You are correct. That is the true answer to all of this.
What do you want to know?
Nothing makes sense and it is confusing.
Before going to bed, we found ourselves in an odd situation.
You surprised me searching through Mortimer's secret gallery. Behind the chimney. You were looking for clues about your mother.
That's enough! I've had enough of this charade.
Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I.
You just lost, Emma.
I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us. Describe last night, please.
Louis, it's embarrassing. You know full well what I did last night.
I want to hear you say it.
We spent it together, of course. What? I came to your room after the conference, and excuse me if I don't go into the details, but I was mightily impressed. What did you do? Look how you are reacting, Emma. It's not surprising I didn't tell you about my night with Louis.
You slut!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Emily is opposite me, as I now know, because she's the one who had the invulnerability.
It's you, Emily.
No, Louis! She is manipulating you!
And a different trait was unlocked. Profiler. You think you identified the true Emily Hillsborough. Questioning skill is 1 effort point less. It's a different trait, but it still says you think. She is the true slut. I mean...
No, Emma. It's her. I know it. Despite all the trouble you've gone to put one over on me, I know it is her.
That's enough now, Emma. You little slut! Don't think you are going to get away with this so easily. You are going to stop your little game right now. Never! I am Duchess Hills. No!
Fuck. Okay. That still ended like that.
Duchess.
But...
You don't! Dear God, what have I done?
Well, at least she shot her sister now.
See?
Louis?
Mother!
What on earth is...
Go away! You must go. Everyone is going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Come on, Louis! There's nothing more you can do!
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I am coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her. Please. Go. I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
What? What? Oh shit! We're not gonna look at that. The fucking what folder is this fucking? We're not gonna look at this. I mean, what the shit? Why are we not paying attention to this? What? I am confusion.
Good God. They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Why was Von Volner out there? And why wouldn't the game let me interact with the fact that he was there? And how did he get knocked out? Like, I know, seriously, it's just like, we're just gonna walk away here, apparently, and not deal with this. Apparently. And I guess we can't go into anyone's rooms. Okay. I'm getting the idea that we should probably not, you know, go into the Duchess's room. Go near the Duchess's room, for that matter. Huh, okay. Which means now we have to run all the way over to the other side. I want to finish up this chapter. I don't know how much more we have, though. Yeah, I guess we are just going to the crypt. We're gonna yell at our mother. Our mother? Our? Not sure how this works. His mom? He's gonna yell at his mom. I'm gonna make him yell at his mom. Because explanation needed immediately. Let me go down. I mean, maybe, but I'm getting the impression that I'm not wanting to be seen at this moment, up and about. That it is probably better if I am not associated with the event in question in any way, shape, or form. Although Washington did know that I went there, so that's a problem. I might be wrong at that, but...
Louis, at last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging...
Please, someone. Fucking someone.
Trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only. Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
Okay.
Influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient
What the fuck indeed?
octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
I mean, Mortimer is the obvious.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to
You just said that.
But I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Let's say yes, in fact, because I am very suspicious about that family tree of Lord Mortimer's. Home, not so much.
I came across his family tree in his study.
An only son.
Since the Third Crusade.
The fall of St. John of Acre, Louis. The fall of St. John of Acre.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand, and over several centuries.
So this is how we're doing the immortality thing.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
I went beyond the nightmare, Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I just said.
His maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
Okay.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
I would like you to explain it.
Security or personnel?
Okay. That's somehow evidence.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer...
It's still, yeah, why are you missing your left hand?
Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents. Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way, you found me, you have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure.
Still waiting for literally any actual. No. Wait, in the Persian. Did you see that subtitle in the Persian Gulf? It's the Gulf. Just the typos in this are great. In the Persian Gulf. Moving on.
That became a law.
Persian Gulf.
Composed of 7 parts. Each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him. Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
Home?
Sir Gregory?
No, Mortimer, of course.
Oh, okay.
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found Nazif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here.
We're just gonna drop the baby.
Straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing. I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
See what happens if I try this.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
That's not blackmail.
Listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now?
Was that so hard?
Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. and then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
But you didn't do it right. So how is she alive until we just killed her? The second time?
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
I had no idea.
Possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
What did you negotiate about the Alazif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
She answered that one straight away.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Okay, so that's a red herring.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel, but frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
Who were you looking for?
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
Sorry.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
What? What?
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great action.
We're not making it back to France, are we?
Decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Okay.
Are you
Her skirt does not like this.
There. That's why we are here.
Okay. And? Ah! She cut her hand off with the thing. Could have been a witness of Napoleon Bonaparte's resolution, could have learned something from Alazif, could have gone through Jacques Barreau's room to get to the balcony. Okay. I didn't know any of that was a thing. I hope that's not a problem. Damn, didn't even get a whole level. Is this not the end?
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force
Shit,
that, are we?
well, we gotta stop then.
We're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving. Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course. An exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
This is the book in which you left your correspondence with Duchess Hillsborough, isn't it?
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you. One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects.
I don't know.
Time is against us.
Unless maybe when she was in the room with the Hillsboroughs?
It's 6466.
Okay. Well, this is as good a place as any to stop. Huh. So, yeah. That happened. Yeah. Bit wild. Bit out there. Demons is where we're at now, you know? And at this point, I'm willing to believe it. I'm willing to believe it. I'm here. I can... That was... This is a game. This is indeed a game. Anyway, it's now 11:30. It's past time that I should be off this app. Yeah, definitely historically accurate. You know what? I don't know that this makes me forgive Duchess Hillsborough's outfit, or any of the outfits of any of the women for that matter, because they're all bad. I was gonna say the Louisiana Purchase is probably gonna go through anyway at the end of this. Like, none of it makes sense. Like, there are so many dropped threads at this point, is what it feels like. Like Elizabeth Adams, we're just dropping that thread. She was murdered. We don't know who murdered her still. Okay. Jacques, we're kind of dropping that apparently. We keep referring to it the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams. Like, I'm half expecting at some point that she's going to come back alive. And then, like, Emma was killed twice now? Twice? Okay. Yeah. So, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll pick up tomorrow at Tuesday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, at 8 o'clock. Same time. So, until then, thank you to my subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate everything that you do. I also want to thank my followers. Thank you for supporting the channel in the way that you do as well. Horror Queen Kreiser was our newest follower tonight. So we're now up to 88. Only 12 more and I get 100. Woo! I'm so small. But thank you all the same. If you follow, you can go ahead and hit that follow button and you will be notified whenever I go live. If you want to be notified ahead of time, you can follow me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram or on Twitter. That way you can see when I announce that I'm going to be streaming that night. Usually it's Tuesdays, Thursdays. Today obviously is a day off of the schedule, I mean, and then Thursday, I want to make this very clear right now, Thursday will not be streaming. It is Thanksgiving here in the United States if you were not here, and I will be with my family at that time, so I will be not streaming that day. That is why I'm streaming today and why I will be streaming tomorrow, but I'm also thinking that I may be streaming next Sunday as well, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to have the most up-to-date stuff, however, like when I'm running late or if something happens, if something comes up, Discord is the best place to do that. You can click that link right there or type in the link that's right there, discord.gg/DSKTTC3. There we go. Or like I said, just click the link in the chat and you'll be given an invitation to my Discord server. It's a nice little spot. We talk about a whole bunch of things. I posted a bunch of stuff in there not that long ago asking about computer upgrades. So it is an everything kind of community. Please feel free to join if you are so inclined. All of my videos are also available on my YouTube. You can find that over there. It's BOSTrophyWife, same as my socials. And that is where all of my videos going all the way back to the beginning of my streaming career are. This video will be up in about 2 days on Wednesday and around noon or so. But until then, it is also available here on Twitch. Anything else? Right. Do want to say that I do have a tip jar It's a little thing on Ko-fi. You can go ahead and click that link right there and throw me a couple bucks. It'd be very much appreciated. That's great if you are a subscriber and you'd like to support me further, or if you cannot subscribe at this time but you'd like to give me a little bit of financial support. Either would be definitely helpful. Anything you can give is wonderful. Thank you so much. And with that, I will say good night. This is a weird game, and I'm excited and terrified at the same time of what we will see next. So have a great night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will pick up where we left off with more council. Yeah, it's weird. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. Mwah.